Hi, I'm Lee Meltier, and I am in my home on the Chesapeake Bay in the Atlantic Ocean in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And I'm very proud to announce my brand new book, The Magic of Prayers, 70 Powerful Prayers to Manifest What You Desire. Now, I want to talk about prayers because since the beginning of time, prayers have been around. In recorded history, people have, through many religions and philosophies, always used prayers. But in modern day, people have actually forgotten the power of prayers. The truth is that power in life is 99% spiritual, 1% physical. Our current reality thinks that power is all physical. Success in life comes from within, and most people think success comes from without. And the reason prayers are so incredibly powerful is because when we pray, we connect with the infinite source. We connect with God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the creator. And if success truly is and power truly is from the internal to the external, we have to realize that most of our wishes in life will come true if we pray. But we have to pray with intelligence. Most people, sadly, only use prayer as a last resort when they're desperate. Dear God, help me get out of this mess. Those kind of prayers, desperation prayers, are not very effective because you're not in the state of mind to actually attract help to yourself. What we want to start doing is first, the way that you pray is to first have a very clear intention that you realize that you are co-creating your reality with the infinite intelligence and that you want to be in great gratitude. So most of my prayers in the Magic of Prayers actually end with thank you. So we're thanking God, infinite intelligence, the universe, in advance for the answer to our prayers. Also remember that in the Bible it says, wherever two or more are gathered, I am there, meaning God is within that. If you want your prayers to be more powerful, when you pray with other people, that is a very powerful thing to do. So you want to be in a gratitude state of mind, pray with others when necessary. Another tip for praying is expect your prayers to come true. And the reason you want to do that is that the brain is a very powerful thing. We're self-fulfilling prophecies. When you expect something to happen, your brain actually looks for the evidence of that to happen. And so you start to see the evidence of your prayers being answered. When you don't have an expectancy, when you don't think your prayers are going to work, you're a self-fulfilling prophecy. They're not going to work. So on top of the fact that you want to have faith, you want to totally believe that I am in partners with Spirit and that Spirit is going to deliver me with the inspiration. So you're going to go into prayers with gratitude. You're going to go into prayers with a detached feeling of I am asking for help and therefore I have faith that I have been heard. And then the third thing in the formula of prayers is the expectation that your prayers are going to come true and the entire belief that you are going to be inspired in some way. You see, God works through people. And so when you pray, you are now actually programming yourself to wait for an answer. So there's a difference between prayer and meditation. For example, when we pray, we're talking to the infinite intelligence. We're telling infinite intelligence what I need, what I want. When we meditate, we are listening to God. We are listening for inspiration. And it's incredible how many people pray and get inspiration, but then never actually take action on that. And here's the secret. You have to have one foot in heaven, meaning that you pray, and one foot on earth, meaning that you take action. When you get inspiration, you must take action as soon as possible. When I started actually incorporating prayer into my business, my whole business shifted. Life became so much easier. Clients started coming to me. My existing clients were more grateful for me and giving me a lot more word of mouth advertising, because when I started prayer, I actually activated my heart center. And when I activate my heart center, I activate other people's heart center. And they can feel it. They're not conscious of it, but they can feel it. So prayers are one of those things where it makes such a difference in your life if you will just add this component to your life. The other thing I really like for you to do to solidify your prayers working better is when you decide that you have things you want to pray on, you also want a visual component of that, because you actually communicate with your own brain visually, auditorily, and kinesthetically, meaning you see, you hear, you feel. That when you can, on a regular basis, create a vision board of your prayers as they are answered and put it in a place that you see it on a regular basis, you're always reinforcing to the universe your direct request, your command to the universe, I'm asking for help here. Now, I just want to share with you how I got involved with creating prayers. As most of you know, I've been a businesswoman for over 20 years. I've written over 10 business books. I wrote a book a number of years ago called Spiritual Power Tools for Successful Selling. And at the end of every chapter of this, I put a prayer. I was inspired to put a prayer. And I had a gentleman write me who was in the insurance business to tell me that he was having a daunting legal problem that was way over his head. He was terrified of it, and that he had started using one of the prayers that I had offered in my book. And he said the end result was, to his shock, the entire matter totally went away. He said, the more I prayed, the more inspired I got. The more inspired I got, the more I took action. He said, I took your advice, Lee. I was praying for the people who were actually trying to hurt me. And this is one of the greatest secrets of life that you have to know, folks, that if you have enemies on earth or people who are against you, if you pray for them, you actually protect yourself. It's the greatest power that you have. Prayer is such a powerful thing in your life. Then, because of this gentleman asking me to write a whole book on prayers, the next book I was writing was called Reclaim Your Magic, The Real Secrets for Manifesting. I wrote an entire chapter on prayers. The letters that I got were so overwhelming of the results that people got. A woman wrote to me and told me about her dysfunctional family and that the holidays were coming up and that she was so stressed out of hosting the holiday parties because the family was so angry and just resented each other and had revenge against each other. And she said, you know, I don't want to bring my children up in that. And she said, I started using one of your prayers about family harmony. And she said, it took me about 6 weeks before I saw any change. She said, but in about 6 weeks, she said, when we finally had the actual gathering of the family for the holidays, she said, it was like an event we'd never been to before. She said, it was transformed. She said, one, she was very relaxed about having the event. She said, I've just given it to God, you know, let go and let God. And she said, people came, they brought food, they were grateful, they were in harmony, and she said it was the best holiday seasons we've ever had. Another woman wrote to tell me that her teenage son had fallen in with a bad crowd and that he had always been a straight A student, and that no matter how much she and her husband had talked to the son and tried to get her away from these bad crowd and get his grades up for college, that he was just, you know, turned off by them. She said that she had picked up my book and started using a prayer for harmony with her son, and she wanted her son to, you know, utilize his talents and abilities and, you know, have potential in life. And she said it took about 7 or 8 weeks, and she said suddenly, she said she realized that she was more accepting of her son. She was kinder. Her heart was more filled with love. She wasn't as critical. She caught him doing things right more often. And she said suddenly the son started shifting. He started becoming dissatisfied with the bad crowd. He started studying more. And she said, I'm very happy to tell you, Lee, that literally my son got back on the straight A list. He has ready for college. He's turning into this fabulous young man, and we're so proud of him. And she said, I will tell you that if I'd stayed on the same road of just criticizing him and finding fault with him, that would have not turned out well. You see, what most people don't realize is that when you worry, you're actually praying for bad things to happen. That what we talk about, what you focus on expands. So when you take the time to have a formal prayer where you are asking for the universe to help you. And so we have helpers. You can call them angels, you can call them spirits, you can call them anything. I personally call them helpers. The helpers of the spiritual helpers come from the invisible world. It's a mysterious world. Nobody can tell you what's there, but we all know that there's always help when we ask. In the Bible it says, ask and you shall receive. I have taken this very seriously. I've been traveling my entire life. I've been in situations where very dangerous, where I have asked for help and help always arrived. I, on a regular basis, every day, pray for other people. And a couple of years ago, after getting all these letters, I was meditating one day, and I got a very clear prayer that just came to me, and it was so inspiring. I remember thinking at the time, I need to write this down. And these prayers just started flowing out of me, and they were absolutely inspired. They were and are from something much higher than me, much more intelligent than me. They are very spiritual, affirmative prayers. And so what I've done is created this very small, what I call 911 emergency book that you can keep in your purse or your briefcase. You can keep it at work. Whatever kind of prayers you need for relationships, for work harmony, for business, for health, for getting rid of grudges, anything that you want, I've created 70 small prayers. And another thing, these are not long prayers. They're affirmative prayers. They always say thank you at the end. I always remind you that long prayers will feel a little desperate. Your prayer should be lighthearted, with this absolute knowing that Spirit has heard you. So I'd like to just pick a prayer for you. Let's see if I can find a prayer everybody wants. Prayer for prosperity. Dear God, all my needs are instantaneously met now in all the days of my life. Everything I need is provided to me through divine power and presence of the infinite intelligence. I live the joyous expectation of the best from life, and the best always comes to me. So be it, and thank you. Let's see, another one. A prayer for peace. I ask the divine consciousness to now channel my love energy to, and the assistance of my helpers to, and then name the person. I ask that the love and light that I am sending prayers goes to, the name of the person, their higher and physical self for the highest and best good. The Christ consciousness within me works with the Christ consciousness within them. All things that are out of harmony are now healed, and all negative energy is released and transformed into love energy between us. I send love, appreciation, and gratitude for the lessons I have learned because of my connection to that person. I ask the Christ consciousness to restore all energy patterns that bring everyone back into harmony, peace, and love. Thank you for restoring love back into our lives and worlds. All is well, so be it. So whether it's business, children, family, matrimony, there's prayers for you for every single thing. Now, I also want to remind you that you are an instrument of light, that you should be praying for harmony for the world, harmony for where you live, your community, for your neighbors. The more you pray for other people, there's this thing in life called what you sow, you receive. And what we want to do in life is realize that you have mental energy, you have physical energy, emotional energy, spiritual energy, and financial energy. That spiritual energy, by co-creating your life with the God force, you are now inviting the invisible world and all the angels, all your helpers, the universe, infinite intelligence, to be on your side, to inspire you. So again, let me tell you the rules. Pray with others as most as possible. Be very lighthearted. use short prayers, have total faith that once you ask for your prayer, it's going to come true. You don't have to keep begging for it. Do not beg. Be in an affirmative state of mind. Remember that concealed in all of your problems is the opportunity for your own spiritual growth. When you shift inside, the world will shift, and that there is no problem that infinite intelligence cannot help be healed. And that literally you must feel the energy. Don't just mouth the words, feel the energy. And when you get inspiration, this is very crucial, that you must take action on it right away. And so I want to thank you. I hope that you will invest in the Magic of Prayers. Now, if you invest in the Magic of Prayers on October 27th, 2016 on Amazon, and you can get it on an ebook or a regular book, I will gift you a $30 download called Reinventing Your Life. This is my best-selling product of my entire career. We've sold over 1 million of this particular product. People have said that they have found that Reinventing Your Life Success Self-Programming has been one of the most inspiring motivational presentations they've ever had, because I give you 10 very powerful things to do. So all you have to do is, when you invest in the book, and by the way, the holidays are coming up, it's a great book for you to gift your clients, your loved ones, your friends, your family, and I promise you this will be one of those gifts that will make a difference in their life, because you are now giving them tools to actually open their heart, and when you open your heart, your life will change. All you have to do is, when you get your Amazon confirmation number, is literally just put it in our link that we're going to be sharing with you, and instantly the free download for Reinventing Your Life, worth $39, will be downloaded to you right away. I hope again that you will invest in this. I want to thank you very much for being with me today, and again, the Magic of Prayers. The last words I'm going to leave you with are these. Your point of power in life is this very moment. If you wish to change your life, try prayers. They've always worked. They always will.